Hi chess friends, today we are going to see how Praggnanandhaa beats Tuan Minh Lee. Praggnanandhaa plays with white, Tuan Minh Lee is black. Praggnanandhaa starts with e4, black plays c5, knight f3, knight f6, e5, knight d5, knight c3. This opening is called as knight takes knight, d pawn takes knight, knight c6, bishop f4, queen b6, going for the b pawn. Praggnanandhaa ignores the b pawn and plays bishop d3, h6, not the best move. Queen takes b pawn is good for black. Castle on the king side. Slightly better is rook b1 to protect the b pawn. e6 makes way to develop the bishop. Rook e1. Now also it's good to pick the b pawn, but black plays queen c7, knight d2, d5, e pawn takes d6 pawn in percent, bishop takes d6 pawn, bishop develops with tempo, bishop takes bishop, queen takes bishop, knight e4, attacks the queen, queen c7, leaves the c pawn hanging, queen g4, going after the g7 pawn. Castle on the king side. Knight f6 check, taking advantage of the pawn pin by queen. King h8, the only legal move for king. Queen e4 threatens queen h7 checkmate. g6 blocks the h7 square. Queen e3 threatens checkmate on h6. King g7 protects the h6 pawn and attacks the knight. Knight g4 puts more pressure on the h6 square. g5 blocks the h6 pawn. Queen takes c5 pawn. White's plan is to take the h6 pawn with knight. King cannot take the knight as queen can pick the rook on f8. So rook d8 by black. Queen c4, rook d5, a4. Praggnanandhaa's plan is to play b4 followed by b5 to win the knight on c6, as the knight cannot move. Bishop d7, b4, rook c8 protects the queen. Bishop e4 attacks the rook. Rook d6 moves it to safety. Rook a d1. Praggnanandhaa offers exchange of rooks. Bishop e8, b5 attacks the knight. Rook takes rook. Slightly better is f5. Rook takes rook. Rook d8. Better is knight e7. Let's see the continuation. Queen d4, e5, knight takes e5 pawn, queen b6. After the exchange of queens, material is almost equal, but the centralized position of white pieces gives white some advantage. Back to the position. Bishop d3, f5 attacks the knight. B pawn takes knight. F pawn takes knight. Knights are exchanged in typical way. Queen e4 threatens queen h7 check, followed by queen takes queen, and also threatens c pawn takes b7 pawn. Queen takes c6 pawn was played, which is a blunder. Better is rook takes bishop, rook takes rook, bishop takes c6 pawn. White has rook for bishop and has the advantage. This continuation will take more time for white to win. Back to the position. Queen h7 check, king f8, queen takes h6 pawn check, king e7, Queen takes g5 pawn check and black resigned. Pause the video and find why black resigned. Compliments on finding it. Let's see it now. If king f8, rook is lost by queen takes rook. Or if king d6, queen takes rook check, bishop d7, bishop b5 check, queen is also lost and there is checkmate in 6 moves. So black resigned. If you like the video, share, subscribe and like. Thank you. Now it's puzzle time. Wait to play and win. Post your solutions in the comment section.